Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, so sorry about yesterday. So when I was parking up, I crashed into that lorry and just made a complete pig's ear of it. I was very tired, but I'm happy to say I slept well. It's morning now, and my first client decided to cancel last minute. So got an hour free.
Here we go.
So yeah, let's try and redeem ourselves. I have chosen a job to do. So we'll quickly go and activate that. Oh, it's next door. Yeah, it's next door. Yeah, complete shambles yesterday. The park and everything. I know I'm not the best, but I'm usually a lot better than that. And, yeah. Maybe I've just lost my knack.
Turn left. Finding new route. Turn left.
Right. Oh, I hadn't selected a job, unless it's just gone. So where should we go? Right, let me really quickly pause it, and then I'll choose something. Okay, so we're going there. It's only a little bit of cash, but it'll do. Right, I'm not going to blindside it, I'm just going to turn around and do what I'd do in real life. Yes, I hope you're all well. It was really windy last night in England, where I live. But I don't mind it. It didn't keep me awake. The girlfriend didn't sleep very well. But yeah, wind doesn't really bother me. I am going to have to shunt this, but that's alright. We'll base 60, mate. It did actually activate then, but that's not how we roll, is it? Yeah, I don't actually mind that client cancelling, because if I'm honest, she's not a very nice person. She's a narcissist.
Time to hit the road.
And yeah, she was saying about how thick her friend is. And I don't really like that kind of thing. I don't know her friend. But yeah, she was just saying about how, because they've known each other since school, she was saying about how she always found it funny that she got really high marks and her friend got low marks. And I felt like saying, but what's her personality like? Is it must be nicer than yours, because yours is shit. But I didn't say that. Obviously I can't speak to clients like that. I think that was a classic car. And I've got
Get
some
ready to turn
unfinished business in here, haven't I? So,
Okay, let's find a new route.
sorry everyone.
Let's do this.
Nope. Track AI doesn't like me today. Your coffee is crap. All of it. It's all disgusting. All disgusting. Get a new job.
Turn right. Drive safe.
Right, I'm just going to really quickly sort the track AI out. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, right, so it's all reset. So fingers crossed. That'll be a bit better. So I hope you're all alright.
Never mind. I'll
It's
find
it's Tuesday morning today. I'm recording
it. Get
this.
ready to turn right. Turn right.
We've got a few more subscribers overnight, so thank you very much. Welcome aboard. We're up to 45 now.
Turn left.
Yeah, that client is always,
Go
when we're
straight
having
on.
kind of small talk, she always just talks about herself. And
Turn right.
yeah, about how she was always top of her class at school. And then she jokes and says it was actually quite embarrassing. I really don't like her. I was really good in some classes, but that's the thing, we're all good at certain things, aren't we? That's what makes us unique. I was absolutely useless at art. Yeah, I missed out on that gene. But I was good at other things.
Keep left.
Oh. Oh. You doing, man? Right, everyone's gonna slam on for this. We'll just stay away from it. Maserati. I rescued a Maserati many years ago. A tree had fallen on it. Yeah, a tree and a fence. That was when I had a gardening business. And yeah, I got this phone call of a distressed woman. And she said, yeah. So basically, her husband was at work. And it had been really windy or stormy or whatever. And a tree had fallen over and knocked a fence onto her husband's... can't remember what they're called. Granada? Yeah, onto her husband's Maserati. It was an older one. And yeah, she was willing to pay more because it was kind of emergency. So I went round there and yeah, I took a load of pictures before, and I said to her, yeah, I'm not gonna guarantee it's not damaged.
Keep right, and then exit right.
But I took a load of photos and yeah, and slowly kind of systematically cut the tree away.
Turn right.
Then I loaded it all into my Doblo. And yeah, happy to say there was no damage. It wasn't a huge tree, but it looked awful when I got there. I was thinking that, yeah, the windscreen would be smashed and the roof would be all dented and stuff, but yeah, it was alright. Yeah, I think it was a 2001 or something. Yeah, I do think this new mod has broken the motorbikes. Shame. i3. I like them. Especially the ones with the petrol generator. Because I'm one of them idiots that have range anxiety. But being able to fill up a little petrol tank to increase the mileage, sorry mate. Yeah, that'd get rid of it for me. I'm probably the first YouTuber you've watched play this wearing a full suit. I'm dressed for work, so yeah. That's novel, isn't it? Shirt, tie, jacket. Don't tell my clients, but I never wear socks or shoes. Oh, motorbike. So it does all work. Good stuff. Yeah, so I work for a company that provides clients, and but obviously they take a cut of the money, and they're horrendous. So every now and then I steal a few.
Keep right, and then turn right.
But if you treat your staff well, they don't do it. Oh no, I'm meant to be going off here. Here, mate.
Turn right.
Fellow Mercedes didn't let me in. Cheers, mate. Yeah, that's actually how I started the gardening business. I worked for someone else, a tree surgeon, and yeah, he was an idiot. But the customers that he had already liked me, and they used to see how he behaved. He was taking a lot of steroids, and he thought that just because he had big muscles he could treat people crap.
Get ready to turn right.
But yeah, big biceps doesn't really worry me.
Turn right.
So yeah, he used to have little
Arrived at your
tantrums.
destination. Your route guidance is now
The
finished.
customers would see it, and then they'd give me a tip and say I shouldn't be working for an idiot like that. Yeah, so I've got a few numbers, and then thanks for that, John. He's not sat-nav John. Should have called him Tom, really, shouldn't I? But yeah, thanks for that, John. You being an absolute moron started my business. Right. Get that unloaded. And where are we going now? Right, I'll just pause it for a second. Back in a minute. Right, it's heavy, but we're just going to take honey to Denmark.
Ready to roll.
Yeah, so that was the, in a previous episode I said about having to work for Asda as a delivery driver. So basically that was after gardening. So I had a contract that was meant to start in the winter, but unfortunately it fell through, and that contract would have been, yeah, most of my income, apart from a few end of tenancy clearances. Cheers, mate. And yeah, but it fell through, and I wouldn't have been able to survive with the little bit that I had. It wasn't my fault the contract fell through. The landowners were actually really sad about it, but they just couldn't afford the land anymore, so they put it up for sale. So yeah, all of a sudden I just needed a job. So I went and stupidly worked for
Get ready to
Asda.
turn left.
There were some nice people that worked there, but
Turn left.
management was pretty crap. And planning was awful. Dangerous. And then that brought me on to lorry driving. So what happened was I got so fed up. Sounded good as well. I got so fed up that yeah, I thought I'd invest in myself. So I went and did my lorry licence. And then it all began. If anyone is going through that process at the moment, my advice would be to yeah, get your CV ready, and when you've passed your test and you've got all your CPC booked and everything, start sending your CV out to local companies. And it doesn't matter if they don't respond or if they don't need anyone. The company that I applied for, the best company that I worked for, they weren't advertising for staff. And yeah, when I applied for it, I remember looking at their website and I thought, God, that'd be a dream job. They go all over the place. And yeah, a few days later, I got an email back from a bloke called Dean, who was really nice. So there was two Deans there, a lorry driver Dean and the branch manager. And yeah, went in. First off, we had a little, you know, like bit of small talk. He was asking about, well, me. And yeah, used a bit of my humour. And then yeah, he asked whether I could go and drive a little, well actually, so it was a 7.5 tonner. And they called it Big Red. So that's one of the reasons why our trailer is called Big Red. So it's a really old DAF LF 7.5 ton manual. And yeah, he asked me to go and drive that with one of the other members of staff to kind of assess my driving. And yeah, so I took Pete out in it, who was a really nice bloke. And yeah, drove it fine. Obviously it was just a little 7.5 tonner, but I was driving along thinking, God, this thing's quick. I was looking down at the speedo thinking this picks up really, really fast, and then I suddenly realised it was in kilometres an hour, and I was reading it as in, yeah, miles an hour. So I was doing 30 kilometres an hour instead of 30 miles an hour. So a bit embarrassing. But yeah, and then when I got back, he said wait around for a bit because another lorry driver's coming back. And yeah, and I smoke, so he said if you wouldn't mind like going out the front for a bit so I can have a word with Pete. And Pete obviously gave him some feedback. And then this massive lorry pulled in, and the other Dean got out of it. And yeah, and then a few minutes later I was driving that, and there was road works, there was loads of traffic. But yeah, perfect. So yeah, if you're just getting into it, email your CV across to local companies that you want to work for, and yeah, just await responses. And if you're really stuck, there's agencies, but don't get scammed. So agencies, they earn a lot of money, so don't go and work for one on minimum wage. Yeah, the first agency that I went to, so I'd applied for many jobs, but the first agency I went to, on their advert it said rates approximately, I think £14 an hour or something. And I went to see this horrible woman called Tina, And the first job that she offered me was multi-drop animal carcasses, so to butchers. And yeah, back then minimum wage was much lower, and I think it was £8.20 an hour or something. And yeah, I said, is that really all that can be offered? And she said, yeah, because you're a new driver. And I said, well, I'm alright, thank you. And she kept calling me babe, darling, and also slagging off other members of staff. So yeah, I made a complaint about her because I thought, she's so unprofessional. So I made a complaint about her. And then, yeah, a few months later, I was just looking out of curiosity, and yeah, her LinkedIn account, because I just wanted to know, just wanted to stalk her. No, I just wanted to know if she still worked there. Her LinkedIn account said that her she was working for someone else. So hopefully,
Go straight on.
hopefully I had some input in that. I know that's... Why am I trying to go up there? I know that sounds really horrible, but yeah, she was so unprofessional. But yeah, so there's always agency jobs, and they usually pay alright.
And then turn right.
But obviously it's
Turn
not
right.
guaranteed hours, which is a bit of an issue. Right. I don't really understand these bits. Oh, it was my right of way anyway. Yeah, and it's just a stepping stone as well. So I was really lucky. I fell into a really good job to start with, but it's just a stepping stone. Try and avoid multi-drop if you can, if it's possible, because yeah, it's a lot more effort. Yeah, really exhausting. And one of the biggest problems, or one of the biggest challenges you'll face as a lorry driver, is finding the bloody delivery area. So if you're doing 20 odd deliveries in a day, yeah, much more difficult than if you're doing one or two.
Keep left, and then exit left.
My driving's not very good today, is it? Some of you are probably thinking it never is.
Exit left.
Enjoyment wise though, I'm loving this. Absolutely loving it.
Keep left. Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Yeah, and once you've got a couple of years experience as well, that's when some of the good companies will kind of take your CV more serious. Yeah, and don't rush either. So if you're doing your first job ever as a lorry driver, don't worry if you're a little bit late. it's best to be late than speed and crash. So, and if your route planner or whatever is trying to, yeah, make you push the limit or break tacho rules, don't do it.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Right, we're at 31 minutes.
Exit right. Turn right.
Yeah, and if you're going to be doing long haul or whatever and sleeping in the truck most of the week, if you're a light sleeper, yeah, you need to sort that out. So with some earplugs or something, because you can't get away from the noise. Lots of people have no respect for lorries. And there's an application called Snap or something that you can get on Android or iPhone. And yeah, this comes up with lots of truck stops. Your company would have to pay for it. But, or, you know, you'll have to pay for overnight parking, but it's a really good application. Yeah, I wouldn't park in one without asking the boss, but my old boss, they had an account, so it was absolutely fine. But yeah, it's just good to know these things. And yeah, I've still got all my tacho sheet, so I used to print an A4 bit of paper off every week, and it would have my hours driven, my break time, all that kind of thing, and I'd write down any tacho offences that I got, like overspeeding or whatever, and then that helped me keep track of it. Right, that was really bad.
Recomputing.
So we're at 32, so no, we're not, we're at 34. So I'm gonna pop this on the end. So yeah, thank you for joining me, everyone. Thank you for cancelling, you narcissistic little... Anyway. Yeah, I'd like to just block her. I'd like to say, you're a narcissist. And I'm glad your best friend probably doesn't like you either. Yeah, but unfortunately... I do kind of need the money. I can't do that. But anyway, so, yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every view that I get. Welcome to all the new subscribers. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely day. All the best. Cheers.